increase of a number of seats through some technology that's been used to increase the amount of seats by well over 400 seats, and other things that are going to be amenities that are going to help the convention center use this facility in a first-class way.
And you said invest the dollars. How many dollars?
Yeah, so we have about, I think that the number I saw was just under $20 million that is being invested in different pockets of appropriation. And I think that we had close to $30 million that has been invested in total with the convention center in that budget.
So the just under 20 million was what was approved by the General Assembly?
Yeah, the General Assembly, and again, I don't know the exact number, but I believe it was in the $30 million range that we approved. What's happening here with the roof and the other improvements inside is about 17 to 18 million dollars.
Outside of the roof, what kind of caught your eye, Governor? You mentioned the technology.
Yeah.
Was there one piece that you said this is going to be a game changer, something that we need to start looking at other buildings that might need a little bit of love around the state need?
Well, I really like the idea that the capacity is increasing, which is going to increase income, across the revenue streams, which is really important. Ernie will tell you that we're doing pretty good this year in comparison to previous years. We had one of the very best years, right, Larry, for the convention center last year. But we have to update the technology, right, in terms of making sure that, hey, there's streaming going on athletic events, streaming going on music events. We need to make sure that we take advantage of that, and what I saw yesterday gives us that capacity.
Just one last question.
Yeah.
I see members of your senior staff are here. Are they basketball fans, or are they?
I don't know. I think that our chief of staff's a music fan. He was a drummer in a band at one time, so I don't know what Joe Harmon is, but I know that Tony's a music fan. And there's remember, we're going to be hosting the Army activities that related to the Army-Navy game this year, right? Right here in Providence, the convention center is going to have a major role in that, and there's going to be activities right here at the AMP that's going to support that activity. So this is an economic investment in a way that's really important.
Governor, flesh that out just a little bit more. How is this going to drive the economy, increasing the improvements here?
Well, coming out of the pandemic, we know that our small businesses have been impacted significantly. When we start using the AMP in a way that continue to use it and reopen it as we have, restaurants in the Providence area, our hotels in the Providence area, are all going to benefit. So, not only that, but also we want to make sure that the convention center is strong, because they're such an asset to this state. In terms of tourism, in terms of destination type of activity. So investing here is going to really create a first-class activity level, whether it's in music, whether it's in convention, whether it has to do with sports activities. The hockey program, you're going to see an application on that. Again, I'll have Larry give the details, but you have a subfloor that's been invested in this that's going to stop the condensation that we've had on games, and so it's a matter of pride right now. I look at this investment here very similar to the investment we're making at the State House. Take a ride by the State House now; it's starting to shine, right? It's looking really, really good. Well, the same thing here, and then we also are doing that around the state. Whether it's in the fisheries, I can repeat it, you know where it is, whether it's down in Quonset. We got 1 million square feet that is either on the drawing board or actually actively, being constructed right now. So this is just another example of those investments that we're making around the state of Rhode Island that's going to help maintain the momentum we have economically, keep our unemployment low, maintain cash flow to allow us run surpluses on the state level to invest in these important things. And the list is long, right? We're investing in the Bay campus at URI. We're investing in athletic facilities at URI. The whole strategy here, which I'm really pleased to have partnership with the Speaker and the Senate President on this, is to take our resources, invest them in projects that put people to work in good paying jobs. The gentlemen and the men and women that are on the roof today are getting paid a good wage, right? And that's important for us. That helps our economy. And then those investments that we make, they're going to have 30, 40 years of activity here just on the roof investment that's going to provide more activity, more economy. So you put people to work, and that work pays off for decades.
Larry, did you want to say anything?
Yes, well, thank you, Governor. what the governor says, I like to explain that. Absolutely, we're in an area, if you look at from this building alone, there are 8 arenas within 100 miles of this facility with 8,000 seats. So we're in a very competitive area. And for us to get the type of acts and bring in the type of talent that actually draws people downtown, we've got to be we've got to have first-rate equipment. You know, adding the production room with video streaming, if you think of a producer that comes in and has to pay to have that, and he'll have it available to him once he gets there, that's going to make the difference between a decision whether he comes to here or he goes to Worcester or he goes to Mohegan Sun. So when you look at this building's 50 years old, but with the governor's help, every square inch of this building has been touched in the last 12 years. So we have probably the most updated, most modern building in the area. And last year it showed. It showed because our numbers increased. We had the best year that we had in 30 years. We had sold out events. We had sold out concerts. I mentioned Sebastian Maniscalco. Unbelievable show. A number of great acts came in, and we're going to repeat that. That's going to continue to go.
What are some of the highlights that, as you see them, as far as the improvements that are going on?
Well, certainly roof was number one. Had to be done. When you think about a roof that actually lasted 50 years, so congratulations to the company that installed it 50 years ago. This will give us another 30 years of not worrying about that. Key, it was an embarrassment to be on national TV and have the roof leak and have the teams talk about that. They started talking about that. The other Big East teams that already had an excuse why they were coming to Providence, and that was something that they were looking at. So we knew that had to be corrected right away. And with the governor's help, that was the first project we took on. But I got to tell you, the technology that's out there is such that the new seating, to add 400 seats to Providence College basketball is a game changer. I mean, every game this year for Providence College is sold out. Providence Bruins continue to have the best attendance in the American Hockey League, and they've done it for 30 years. There are a number of buildings in New England that would do just about anything to get the Bruins there.
So what's your seating capacity now with the addition of 400 seats?
Yeah, so right now, we used to be at about 14,200 for basketball. We're going to be at about 14,700 now, 760.
And will that change for other events too, or?
Well, that will also be available for concerts.
Yeah.
It will also give us a new club area that a premium ticket holder that's on the floor can go and get a drink and use restrooms that aren't as crowded as on the concourse. So, and we find that customers will pay a premium for that. So
Larry,
we're looking forward to that.
Larry, you described that last year was like the best year in 30 years between here and the convention center. Like, just what does that? If you can maybe elaborate on that a little bit.
So
more.
last
was it
year,
like events, was it like revenue, economic impact for
And
the
then after
state?
this, we'll go on the tour.
no, the actual operating budget was a $1.4 million profit just here alone at the arena.
Oh, wow.
Now, I've been here for 20 years, and beginning of my career, we were running $1 million operating deficit. So in the past 20 years, there's been a swing for a number of reasons. Not only downtown is still a walkable, desirable. I know we hear on the news about crime and everything downtown, but you have people come from out of state, they still love the city. They still think it's a walkable, very comfortable city, easy to get to, great restaurants. So we still sell not only the building, but the destination.
So what and when is the first event going to be under the new
This Saturday night, we'll have Late Night Madness, which is the opening of the Providence College season with the band One Republic, which right now we have about 10,000 seats sold for.
And then which projects are completed? Which are we waiting to finish up on?
Okay, there are more projects. Most of those projects are geared more towards the convention center,
Okay.
the renovation of the fifth level ballroom. Most of the heavy lifting for the arena has been done this year, and then we'll focus more on renovation of the convention center.
So we have the 400 extra seats already in there.
There we have them, and they're
Roof
already.
is almost done.
I would say the roof is 90% done. We're at the point now where we can open know that we're not going to have any leaks, but
Okay.
there's still about another month of work up there.
And the new technology is all in place.
All in place. It will be
We're
used Saturday night.
We're gonna send a press release out after too with everything on that.
We're going to go inside too.
Yeah, we
Could
gotta-
you just have Ernie
Yeah, Ernie,
as the
you want-
chair, especially on, look, surpluses are good, deficits are bad. this is the premise that we use around everything we do in the state of Rhode Island. So Ernie, maybe.
Yes, being a CPA, it was wonderful to see financial statements that showed a surplus. So it was a good time to come in as a chairman. But to your point about the economy and the impact of this, if you think about this, the ripple effect of having the AMP here, we have more events, the attendance is higher, we drive in restaurants to make more money, people are booking hotels. And if you think about it, even people that come from out of state that have a good time at an event here may go back to their employers and talk to their employers about having a convention here in Rhode Island. And if you think about even the other ripple effect of its impact on families, families can bring, there's a lot of family entertainment, so it strengthens family bonds by bringing them here and provides a break from their work environment to here. And when employers look at coming to Rhode Island, part of it is history, art, and culture, so it encourages them to bring they have something for their employees besides their job. They have entertainment here. So, but very proud to be the chairman, and thank you, Governor, for allowing me to be the chairman. And it's wonderful to walk in the first year when we're showing the surplus, so happy about that as well. That's great for the state.
Are you a basketball
Thank you.
fan?
I am a basketball fan, PC Friar fan for a long
All
time.
saying spell
Yep,
their names
yep.
in case it gets passed off.
Yeah.
Lawrence Lepore, L-E-P-O-R-E. Lawrence Lepore, L-E-P-O-R-E, General Manager, Amica Mutual Pavilion in the Rhode Island Convention Center.
And Ernie Almonte, A-L-M-O-N-T-E, and I'm the chairman of the Rhode Island Convention Center Authority.
You know my name.
Give you guys a second, and then
For
we'll go
better or
inside.
worse.
Yeah, for better or
We know
worse.
it.
Right.
Yes.
You want to spell it, Governor?
Thank you. All right.
Hey,
Are
Larry,
you
is
in
this the first time the roof has ever been removed?